Majesty, you know what to do.
I'm just focusing on greatness. I watch the snakes gravitate, then they shapeshift. I've been walking on faith and it's all makeshift. This shit I'm spitting showing my age, but the flow's ageless. Jealousy is mixed with the hate, that's how they gauge shit. They got it motivating my pen, that's how I blaze shit. Britney got away with these words, and I don't waste shit. Success keep escaping a nigga, but I can taste it. My bars got them painting the pictures, I give them LASIK. It's hard for you to hate on a nigga, with God's graces. I'm trying to stay in step with my passion, it's large paces. Mama looking down from the heaven, your boy's patient. Just let the music be my therapist for therapy. I like to play from the pocket, don't let them worry. Cause I can hit on the run if they try to hurry me. My specialty is spewing out lyrics that bring me currency. A nigga really came from the bottom, you can't discourage me. Grave diggers clutching their shovels, they wanna bury me. Cause this is real shit, sinners in the pulpit. Everybody judging a nigga like that ain't bullshit. Lyrically I'm loaded, my nigga, this is a full clip. They claim they want smoke with a smoker until them tools slip. Never deviate from your dreams, that's how you lose shit. Heavy is the head with the crown, nigga, I rule shit.
Way and shit. Dope boys know what it is. Time to talk to. No. Some real shit. Yeah, that piano and shit playing.
Majesty, you know what to do.
I'm just focusing on greatness. I watch the snakes gravitate, then they shapeshift. I've been walking on faith and it's all makeshift. This shit I'm spitting showing my age, but the flow's ageless. Jealousy is mixed with the hate, that's how they gauge shit. They got it motivating my pen, that's how I blaze shit. Britney got away with these words, and I don't waste shit. Success keep escaping a nigga, but I can taste it. My bars got them painting the pictures, I give them LASIK. It's hard for you to hate on a nigga, with God's graces. I'm trying to stay in step with my passion, it's large paces. Mama looking down from the heaven, your boy's patient. Just let the music be my therapist for therapy. I like to play from the pocket, don't let them worry. Cause I can hit on the run if they try to hurry me. My specialty is spewing out lyrics that bring me currency. A nigga really came from the bottom, you can't discourage me. Grave diggers clutching their shovels, they wanna bury me. Cause this is real shit, sinners in the pulpit. Everybody judging a nigga like that ain't bullshit. Lyrically I'm loaded, my nigga, this is a full clip. They claim they want smoke with a smoker until them tools slip. Never deviate from your dreams, that's how you lose shit. Heavy is the head with the crown, nigga, I rule shit.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? And tonight is Monday night. Monday night, as everybody must know, we do our review show during the Shy, Season 7, Episode 8. Wow. Very interesting episode. I thought the episode was okay. I thought it was interesting how they introduced 3 new characters, Karuchi, uh, Wendy, Raquel Robinson, and Felicia Rashad. What's up, Keisha?
Nothing.
So I was just starting the show. I was saying how I thought the episode was okay. They introduced 3 new characters. I thought that it was really emotional when the Wendy Raquel Robinson's part where Darnell was at the meeting. I thought that was really good. I mean, Darnell is hurting. That's the love of his life. Um, Touching on a lot of emotional stuff and a very interesting scene there. I'm sure everybody is pissed off at the ending with Red shooting Emmett. That really bothered people. What's your thoughts on the episode, Keith?
I'm still in the in between. Dwayne really
So,
liked it.
what didn't you like about it?
I just don't like it. I just don't see. One second. The whole thing with the papa and the girl, she got over papa really, really quick. So why they making it like she was heartbroken?
Yeah, I thought that was a
I
little
thought that
crazy.
was weird.
Like they bringing up Papa, and she was dealing with Zay, and basically like
And
she
Zay
was
just
dating
was
with her.
unalived. If we're gonna
Yeah,
talk about her emotions, let's talk about that. Um, I mean, I guess they try to feel.
you had one out. You had one out for a second, Keisha.
I said, I guess they tried to hit us with a history lesson with the Emmett Till and the pastor dating the white women, but and I get it. Trust me, I get it. But like, are we being ridiculous with that spin? If he was just a guy that talks so negative about black women, then maybe I could connect to that more. This is just a whore with the W. He just like women.
Yeah, I thought that was the same thing too. I think they like they use that even the Emmett Till thing, and we understand that majority of people from Chicago is from Mississippi. That's where Emmett Till was from, visiting family in Mississippi. He lived in Chicago. So I understand, and even having a character named Emmett, that's the correlation. I just think that it's a little overblown. Um,
I understand the reference. I just then the Jamal and Dom.
mhm.
Don't you think you're supposed to talk to your husband before you talk about you don't want to have no kids?
I thought that would have been a conversation before they even decided to get married. And then they even emphasized it when she was at the girls' meetup, and she's like, "I don't want no kids." It's just
Like, but like that's just weird to me. Like you're so not that it's weird. I get it. I didn't want no kids either. Trust me. I tell my son every day of his life, you are so lucky to be here. But once you start getting in relationships, getting in love, you have to think about the other person. They have
yeah,
the women on this show like beyond selfish. Um, I don't like that Emmett doesn't know about his mother.
yeah. Like, what are they waiting for that
What are
for?
we waiting on?
Yeah,
And I don't like that she didn't mention Tiff. Like, oh, I'm gonna get this to Keisha. Her and Tiff have a really good. Jada and Tiff have a really good relationship. So she gonna set some stuff aside for her daughter-in-law because Tiff was her daughter-in-law.
yeah,
Um, so I don't know. I'm just not vibing with it. I feel like Reg, Victor, Rashad, they were supposed to been have some grown people conversations about even about how the city changed. Like I like that Rashad quit working for Alicia. I liked all that. Like I'm not going to unalive my brother.
yeah.
But y'all grown men now. When y'all going to reel him in?
Hmm. Yeah. I just thought and I know Dwayne really liked the episode. The episode re-energized him. Um, and it got him back into it because he was really disappointed in the last 3 episodes. Yeah, Michael, I see your comments, Michael. I'm putting them up on the screen. I personally, our Keisha, I don't like Keisha on the shot. I don't see any growth in her as an actress. And when you think about her and Emmett's trajectory, it's like she's nagging him now. Like
Well,
The Emmett that she got is the Emmett that Tiff wanted the whole time. And she don't appreciate, to me, the way that they're doing the show, she don't appreciate him at
oh,
all.
and that bet was ridiculous. We gamble. We gamble.
Yeah, I thought that was crazy.
People
I
who
thought that,
gamble think that they're doing a skill. Like, you know what I mean? They done figured out the tricks. If you're a poker player, it's a skill to play in poker. Even if you play like blackjack, it's a skill that comes with it. I
yeah,
don't see him making that bet with Reg.
yeah, he wouldn't have made that bet was a little crazy. That was a little distorted, and I think that they just right now. And I'm gonna keep saying it, I had noticed that one person in one of the groups that I'm in, he had mentioned that there's too many characters in the Shy, and I agree with it. I agree with it. I usually don't get a lot of different influences from other people to talk about my view of the show, but The Shy has too many stuff. It's too many storylines going on. I asked Dwayne a question Saturday when we was talking, and I'm gonna ask you, Keisha, what is the main theme of this season?
I
It's
don't know.
it's no main theme of the season because literally they all over the place. You don't know what the main theme is. You show Dom and Jamal. You give us a piece of them. Then you got the Bakari thing. Then you got Alicia thing. It's so much stuff going on that they're not able to hone in on a certain thing on the show. And I think that's taking away from everything. Like I know Dwayne had felt like something was going to happen to Emmett, but let's be honest. Jacob Lattimore is the only character from this show that has been in every episode. A lot of people think that he may have gotten killed off the show. I don't know. I don't think so. The show
If they
detective.
kill Emmett, I'm going. I don't care how this will be my last season. You already don't have Kevin. You already don't have Brandon. I couldn't. I can't. I can't. And how much Jade is supposed? How much is Jada and Darnell supposed to take?
Mm, mm.
And I don't even. And I hope that Wendy is not Darnell's love interest because that tarnishes the love affair between him and Jada. That they were able to come back together. After having their little high school young adult romance. So
I'm listening to you.
yeah, I just don't know. But like, the way Emmett came for his brother, I liked it. The little conversation with him and Vic, where Vic is trying to fill him out, but still respect him because he like his ex-wife. I like that. It was moments. I like Darnell. I think Darnell is doing a heck of a job with his emotions all across his face.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so like I said, I'm in the in-between. I didn't completely hate it. I have connections to these characters, but it's just all over the place. And it didn't stop me from feeling like it's all over the place.
Michael brings up an interesting point. He said Lena Waithe doesn't like black men or women. Why she always portray us as idiots?
Well,
I
yeah,
think
you're right.
you think she's portraying us as idiots, Keisha?
Well, the only strong black man we had was a woman. I had a problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I, you know, listen, I'm not a church kid, but I'm a church kid. So I understand that once you become an adult, and we have these issues with the church. But her issues with the church is very weird.
Mm.
Even the whole sexuality thing. Like, let's be real. Tiff ain't gonna have the conversation with Victor before she put her tongue down his throat. Huh? I don't know. I can't hear you. You're going in and out.
I said, me and you believe hold on. Me and you believe a conversation would have been had. I talked to Dwayne about it. He said he don't think a conversation would have been had. You
I
heard me?
think but I think that, well, then again, how old is Eminem now?
I think a conversation would have been had. I think that she would at least been like, "Do you like women? Do you like women that?"
So this is what I'm saying. My son age, a conversation may not have been had because they fluid.
Yeah.
They believe in pansexuality. So, but that's 25. I gotta think they older than 25.
Yeah.
Jake,
Well,
but then again, maybe not.
Yeah. Well, I got you can hear me well? You can hear me
Yeah.
good?
Uh-huh.
All right, I got something I want you to say. Hold up.
Who is it? Hey, who the is it? Dumb in, dumb out. Blood in and blood out. Run in. Hey, man, what the is you doing, man? Why you beat up my brother? Man, he owe me money. Get the off me, man. Give me stop. Get the.
Well, what's your thoughts on that? Because the Bart Fitzpatrick, they had a usually the actors, what they'll do is they'll do a synopsis on the episode, and they made it seem like Emmett was because he was drinking. He was more upset that Trig told him he kissed Tiff, and that's what the rage that he went over there. I didn't see that. I saw the rage of Reg beating up his brother. And that's what he said as soon as he jumped on his head.
I think he was angry about the. I don't think that they ever closed the imminent tiff properly.
Yeah. But even Michael, I see what you're saying. But even with Duda, and we know that Emmett used to be all scary with Duda. At a certain point, remember what Emmett said to Duda? He said, "You might kill me, but the city love me. The city may work for you, but the city respect me." So at a certain point, Emmett did kick up to Duda as well.
And Darnell kicked up.
Yeah.
That's Darnell's son. Like, I don't think now Damien is timid. I don't like this timidness, the way he ran away. Oh wait, I'll be back.
Right. So yeah, I thought it was interesting. Like I said, the episode is crazy. And the actors literally said, like, behind the scenes, like, Emmett was more drunk and upset. I don't see Emmett being drunk and upset. I think that Emmett was more mad about his dumbass brother, who Emmett feels though he has to protect and make sure he all right. And this may be the finality of having this brother that basically is a can't get right character. Michael, you know what? I'm intrigued with Darnell too. I mean, the way the show right now is positioning itself with Jada's cancer and possibly Emmett dying, and a lot of people, like I said, the TV detectives basically seen Emmett in a description in the future episode, so he possibly isn't dead. I don't know. But I will say this is if Emmett leaves and Jada leaves, what purpose does Darnell have? And I like how Darnell's character has evolved. I mean, he's showing a different side of Darnell showing up emotionally, showing up for his wife, where it was perceived in the beginning that Emmett learned his irresponsible behavior from his father. So I'm intrigued with that. I'm amazed at how they have taken Reg's character, even though Reg was, he was a jerk. He might have appeared as a jerk, but Reg always looked out for his brother. He always looked out for Jake. And I'm surprised at the role that they're taking with Reg coming back to the show, because it's presumed that Reg is basically going to be public enemy number one. Like, he's the bad guy. Nobody want to fuck with him. Everybody's out to get him. I thought it was interesting that Detective Toussaint played on Nook, with basically telling Nook, like, work with me, think about your son. I mean, Nook, you thinking about your son and you working with the police. That's two different things. Because at the end of the day, prior to this situation, Reg was not a threat to Nook's son, but now he done messed up where, Lil Ronnie's home with Emmett getting shot. So I can see Nook going at him now, not only for that, but for the mob. But at the end of the day, why would he become a snitch to help her take Reg out? Then you got Alicia thinking that Reg might have killed her son, and she ain't no dummy. She believes that Nook might have had something to do with it. Why she believe Akari that Reg had something to do with it, where she even shot at Reg. So it's interesting. You said so they killed Duda just so they can bring Reg back and turn him into the new Duda. Yeah, that's kind of trash. I mean, I agree with you. I don't think that the way that they made it seem when Duda got killed was that basically the Shy was going to make a pivot. And then we seen the power that Alicia had and so forth and so on. But to bring Reg back for this was crazy. And then even having Reg moving around like he was hard body. Reg was never tough. Reg was never the tough guy. Reg was, he was out in the street. He would talk slick. But at the end of the day, he wouldn't do nothing with Trice. He didn't do nothing with Q. Like, he just was there. You said Reg is unique point 2.0. Well, you know how these shows do.
Yeah, they copy one another.
Yeah. So he showed this. Let me tell you, I'm gonna show you another scene. Keep hold up.
What's up, man? Y'all mad? Y'all upset? Y'all mad? It's my brother, man. It's just a show, man. It's just a show. But you already know.
What'd you think about that, Keisha? I mean,
That's playing with the Nook did a little video. I think they're just playing. I don't think that Emmett's dead.
do you think now Dwayne mentioned some things to me about some people that watch the show that he know. You mentioned to me, everybody's saying that if Emmett is gone, they're gone. Why are you taking that approach?
Because I already think that the Shy lost out on the kids carried the show in a lot of ways. You don't even see Jake. You don't even see Jake interacting with Papa. How did Papa and Emmett not know Reg was alive? Now Kev's gone, but he don't never call and check in. They don't never have that phone call. Like, we got friends and family in Delaware. Yeah, I mean in Colorado. Y'all get on a group phone call.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's not realistic to me. For as close as they was, Keisha mama don't never call. We don't never hear from her.
Yeah, she just left, and knowing she has another grandchild on the way, the way she was overbearing the whole series. Now all of a sudden she just exploring the world, getting to know herself, getting re-identification of herself. She's an empty nester, and she never calls and checks in.
Yeah, so like and Keisha and Kevin was very close. Remember, he was going around threatening gangsters for his missing sister.
Yeah. Yeah.
So uh,
Interesting
it seems
perspective,
to
right?
me that they start these stories and they just drop it off. I don't like Nook being a snitch.
Yeah,
I feel like
that's a
Nook
little
is
that's
conflicted, but I don't feel like he would do nothing like that.
yeah, that like I said, you was on hold, but I don't like that angle because at the end of the day, he don't need first of all, detective and up until the time that the ending of the show, up until the time where Red shot Emmett, Reg was not a threat to Nook's son. He don't need to snitch to get Reg up out of there. He got the mob. Reg don't got nothing. Like, who the hell is Reg? Like, they've literally made Reg public enemy number one, and it's like, who is he? He's robbing ATMs. They're making Reg out to be some powerful guy, and the reality is that he has no power. He's sitting in an apartment all day, every day, smoking weed, and it's just
And his
weird.
little brother called it. You ain't getting rid of Duda.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They made it seem like he was the reason why Duda left.
Yeah, no, you didn't. You didn't even shoot him. Brandon's mother shot him.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Very interesting.
just weird.
And then Nook eventually killed him, and that's where Alicia was really mad at Nook because she took her kill away from him. She wanted that revenge. Even with the funniest thing is that even with Alicia um helping out Trig, she helped Trig out when he was being charged with disposing the body of her brother. Now, she believed him, but you still disposed of the body of my brother. I think that it's so much left there, and we always talk about the thing with Smokies. At the end of the day, the
So
way Emmett
wait a
did,
minute. What's the weed guy, which is Brandon's cousin? He also
Hannibal, Hannibal.
Hannibal is also related to Smokies. That
No,
doesn't
Hannibal.
even.
No, 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 no. Hannibal said that he was related to Rob. He said he was related to Rob. He didn't say he was related to Smokey and them.
Oh, so
Sonny,
he could
he
be
said Rob.
related to Rob on the father's side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Sonia, you're right. Why would Jada have a box of money in the house and Damien has a gambling problem? Like he would like it's that whole thing taking money from a woman that's dying, like, and then Bakari telling him, like, yo, you can't do that. Like, Darnell is supposed to put pause on him. If they come back Friday and Darnell, even if Emmett is dead or not dead, I know that's his son, but Darnell is supposed to put major pause on his son.
And
Major.
first of all, Reg wouldn't have beat him up like that. He only shot 1,000. Now you owe me 2.
And a gambler wouldn't have went short. A
Nah,
gambler
you
would have
would have
tried to gamble.
gambled. I would have took 1,000. I'd have took 1,500 and said, "Let it ride. I'm gonna make this."
Yeah. He
I.e.,
could have
I'm a
said,
gambler.
I'm gonna avoid this dude. Yeah. Hey Mike, that's one of the things that I talk about a lot, Mike, on when we do our review shows is we call it lazy writing. We call it sometimes when a writer has a vision for the show, they have too many people in the writer's room. And you can tell that there's different writers for each episode sometimes because as much as they try to have these episodes coincide with each other, sometimes these episodes have nothing to do with the last episode because the trajectory of the characters is a little crazy.
It's
Yeah,
all over the place.
Jackie Long should have unalived Drew. I mean, Damien Todd. You funny.
But first of all, when Emmett do that, you gave Jackie Long, whatever his name is, the job to
Keith.
protect your brother, Keith.
Yeah. I don't think that would have. I don't think that would have happened. I think the reality is that once Emmett's father told him that his brother had a gambling problem, I don't even think once he stole the money, he would have just told him, "No, you can't work here." For Emmett to have trust him and still have him around money, knowing he do the books, it wouldn't have been worth the headache. A gambling addict can't be around money. I'm not saying that they would rob and steal, but them money in their hands is not good. So I just think the whole Damien character, like, why are y'all writing him so much entwined with this story all of a sudden? Like, he's not that good of an actor, I don't think. And it's just like, it's too much. And then another thing at the end of the day, like me and you discussed Keisha yesterday, at his age, he would be doing a lot more betting off his phone, doing the parlays, doing the DraftKings. That's where most of his gambling would be coming at off of his phone. Literally betting Reg on a stat of Michael Jordan. Yeah, it might be a Chicago thing, but still, that's a little odd. That's a little weird. And then at the end of the day, like Sonya said, with the money with Jada, Jada lent him 2,000. Why he didn't just say, "Look, I'm short 3,000." She had more money, but even with that, like even some of the people in one of the groups I'm in was like, "Where'd Jada get money from?" I mean, everybody got a stash. Darnell got his own business, but I thought that was interesting. But for those that don't know, what we do is usually during the show, we do because I'm not gonna keep everybody because Keisha's in the middle of doing something and Dwayne's not here. But usually what we do is we rate the show, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest, scale of 1 to 10. And I'm gonna give the show a 4, man. I didn't think this episode was that bad, but I'm gonna say it was a 4. It's an 8th episode of 12 episodes. So with that, I expected to be exactly what I got. It was about a 4. I'm not gonna say it was a great episode, and I'm not gonna say it was a terrible episode. It was a 4.
I'm going 3.25.
3.25.
Yeah.
Michael gave it a 1.
Well, Michael, listen. What did Dwayne tell us he rated it? He told
He,
us.
he didn't tell me. He
I thought
liked
he
the
told me.
episode though.
He
He liked the episode. Let me see if
he
he
wasn't
texts me.
giving it too much though. No more than a 5.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to like it. Ain't that sad? I
So
want
you
to
want to
like
like
it.
it?
I want to like it.
Nate gave it a 4. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna give it a 4 too. You always get Michael gave it a 1, so you always get the 1 just for the film that they made the show on. But I can understand why a person would be so upset with the show and because they jumped out the window and the first episode of this season was really good, but they're doing the odes, doing the homages and all that, and then like we even know that one of the odes that they're gonna do is the Boys to Men. Is it coming with Emmett? We don't know. I mean,
Boys in the
I
Hood.
just but yeah, Boys in the Hood. So it's gonna be interesting where they decide to go. Like I said, they got 4 more episodes. It needs to be sped up a little bit.
I don't know. I don't know. Dom and Jamal gonna get a divorce. How you got a young y'all at this age and you talking about you don't want no kids? Girl, you were supposed to discuss that.
Mike, this show ain't getting canceled, bro. They actually got an 8th season coming.
Mm-hmm. But I ain't watching it. They you let the man get himself together, he done save Keisha, then you kill him. Why couldn't he ride off into the sunset? It's stupid shit that they do.
But I can understand when Brandon and Jerica got let go. You don't want that scandal coming on the show, but you could get it because then everybody would be liable. It happens. But then the way they did Ronnie, like that was just weird. Like you said, he was such an integral part You could have let him ride off in the sunset and even recasted him. You didn't have to do what you did, but that was their introduction. That was our introduction to Bakari. So it's very interesting. I don't think they bring in Jason Mitchell back. That ain't happening.
But I
They
don't even
might.
know why Bakari did that. Bakari don't even seem like the type of person that would be hanging with that kid that passed away.
Yeah,
I can't think of what his Brandon Lowe brother. I can't think of what his name
you
is.
talking about Cookie?
Yeah, he was a
You
skater boy.
yeah, and even then, right? When they said they dumbed down Reg's intelligence, Reg didn't have intelligence, but he was in the street. He wasn't top of the food chain, but he always looked out for Jake. They've made Reg just this weird character, like a dun. He's just so dumb now. Like,
You're right. I don't like any, and I was a Reg fan. Not only did Reg take care of Jake, he took care of the younger people in the hood.
yeah,
So I did appreciate Bart's face though when he shot Emmett. Like that wasn't what he wanted to do. It was like some old shit. So the acting is not bad. It's the writing. It's the writing that I'm having an issue with.
yeah. Interesting, but we ain't gonna belabor nobody. We ain't gonna keep nobody too long. Like I said, Dwayne has something he had to take care of. Actually, Dwayne's birthday is today.
Happy birthday
Um,
to Dwayne.
um and you know, we do what we do. The better the show, I guess. The longer the review show. We just
Because you
don't
have
do
more
shit.
to say.
Yeah, it was. Like I said, I gave it a 4 as well. Is Reg the dark side of Trig? Because they made us seem like Trig was that dude. Like we're happy that he's Victor now. Um, so I don't know. I don't know. This Reg is just weird. He doesn't fit what we've known Reg to be. Unpopular opinion. It's Emmett's fault he got shot. Blaming on the alcohol like Jamie, but he should have known better who he was running up on. I think it was emotion. I think it was the emotion of, you just beat up my brother. He thought he was going to be hands. Remember that Reg never was a shooter. I don't know why even Bakari said to Damien that Reg was a killer. I don't know where they got this Reg being a killer and about the streets like that. I don't know. If anybody's a killer on this show, it would be Nook. Nook got the most bodies on the show. Yeah, his response to finding out Reg was still alive was odd. I mean, and that's the thing that Keisha brings up, that at the end of the day, why is it a big secret that nobody thinks that Reg is alive? Like, who is Reg to not be alive? Like he's alive. Well, he's back. They making Reg into Trig and Jake into young Reg. Trig used to be hard on Reg. Yeah, I guess that's what they told us about them as growing up. I just don't see it. I don't see what they're doing with Reg. I don't even see how that is all going to play out when it comes to the dynamic of all three of the brothers. We know that Trig has always tried to save Reg, save his brothers. And at the end of the day, like, he shot or possibly killed somebody that's loved. And it's going to be a big fallout with what they intend to do with Emmett. Those of us that watch the show, we don't think Emmett is dead. Some people that watch the show think he's dead, but like, where are we going with this? Yeah, you're right. Detective True Sign, like, yeah, what is the charges? She talking about bring Reg to me. Like, what is the charges? And they didn't even explain her son and Reg had a relationship until this season. I mean, I thought it was more, and even how they got Detective Toussaint, it was more of a cop struggling to keep her son out the street. He got in the street, and she was, basically upset that that's what he turned to. Now, for her to be basically ready to do dirt to get her son out is kind of crazy. I think that kind of like took away from it. Definitely when you just basically haven't shown her for 4 years, like you haven't shown Reg. Like they both been gone. Like it didn't make any sense when they decided not to show the police that was in the show from the beginning and show that dynamic. Because as Lena Waithe says, this is a coming of age story. This is about a section of Chicago coming of age, particularly those kids. So with that, we're going to close out. Appreciate you guys for supporting what we do in the chat. We've been doing reviews, but, the channel does a little bit more stuff than that. I just, it's been a very interesting last couple months. Within the next couple months going forward, we're going to be doing more stuff on the channel, bunch of stuff. Probably doing a bunch of more reviews. I've been watching very good show you guys should check out. I can't even remember the name right now, which is crazy. But I'll remember the name next week. I'm stuck in my thought. But appreciate you guys for watching our show. Appreciate y'all's support. And we'll see y'all next time. Later.
Way and shit. Dope boys know what it is. Take your time, talk to me. No. It's real shit. You hear that piano and shit playing? No.
Majesty, you know what to do.
I'm just focusing on greatness. I watch the snakes gravitate, then they shapeshift. I've been walking on faith and it's all makeshift. The shit I'm spitting showing my age.